2010 Season 4. It's Tuesday, January 19th, 2010, and time for the Clicker Award-winning Live from the Future with Stuart Papp. Tonight's guest, Nar Williams, with John Fulton and the Fultones, Jesse Schneiderman at the Message Center, and now, your host, Stuart Papp.
Yeah, that's right. Woo! Woo! How you doing? You over there, mwah, and there, mwah, a little bit more of that, and to you, a big internet, mwah. Did you get it all cleared up? Because I gave you shots, and you should know that. Welcome to 2010, everybody. It's time for Live from the Future, your best live show of 2009. Yeah! It's official. It's official. Clicker.com, they awarded us above Kevin Pollak, above Katie Couric. Suck on that, Couric. You're not funny. There it is. Oh. There's the screenshot. Look, if you zoom in. I know, we're right there at the top. And I will never forget when I called my parents and I got them on the phone and I said, you guys, I'm so proud because my show won Best Live Show. And they said, you have a show? And it was, we really connected. Connected. By connected, we hooked up.
Ew,
that's how.
You and your
not
parents?
My real parents, my step parents, and it was for money. It was a paid website. No, I'm really happy. We got this. Here's a cool thing. The best thing about winning the Clicker Award was that we didn't even know we were eligible for it. And apparently, Clicker is like way more popular than the Streamies. So all of you guys who are pining away for the Streamies, we're just going to take a pass on that one. Probably because we're not the guild, but mostly because we already won Clicker, so suck on that. We're going to Fort Lauderdale, you guys, in Jesse's Jetta. You should have a Jetta.
I don't have a Jetta. I have a white Mustang convertible.
She has a white. And you told them where you live. Why don't you just give them your social security? Here,
you know, in D.C., our social security number used to be our driver's license number.
Is that right? That's so stupid.
I know. D.C.'s crazy,
They're
you guys.
stupid over there. Of course, you know her. She's the most beautiful co-host you could ever want. Please say hello to Jesse Schneiderman, everyone.
Jesse.
Jesse Schneiderman, yeah. That's right. There she is.
I've missed you guys so much, and we're back in action, and I'm so happy about it.
I know. And we have a wonderful guest, too, coming up in just a little bit, host of one of my absolute favorite shows called The Science of the Movies. Nar Williams will be here. Nar Williams! All you Nar lovers, if you're a Nar lover, that sounds like you could have like some weird sexual addiction, like I was so into Nar. Although he might like that. And of course, we don't do this alone. We also do this with the most gorgeous man in indie rock comedy music. Please say hello to Johnny Fulton. Johnny! Johnny Fulton, everybody.
John!
Wow.
What's up, John? You look uncomfortable.
So we have a lot to get to with Nar. Nar is going to be up in just a minute. But I would like to say this about the show, and we're excited with. We already stocked up full of guests. We have the next 2 months pretty much booked. If you aren't following us on Twitter, I don't know what your problem is, but you should go to @LiveFromFuture. You can win all kinds of stuff. And we're going to do a lot of new things this year. A lot of new things. Specifically, we're going to get rid of John Fulton and Jesse Schneiderman.
What?
Sorry, Jesse. And
What?
we're going to replace her with Schneider Pants. Is going to be your alias that you have to go by.
Well,
that's your new alias.
That's my new alias?
Yes.
Is it actually going to be a pair of pants, or is it going to be me?
No, we're actually gonna turn you into video form as well. The whole show is gonna just be like a software program where we just cut together random bits.
Well, Brash TV says she is not replaceable.
She is
irreplaceable.
irreplaceable.
Thank you, Brash.
All right, clearly 2010 off to an awkward start. But here's what we're gonna do for you. We're gonna bring out we're gonna check in with some of the people at the instant message board so we can have a sense of who's watching here, and we can say hello to you. And then we're gonna bring out Nar, and we're gonna do a lot a lot with Nar. And I mean a lot, as in I hope he signed that release.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, he's already pumping himself up in the back.
Oh, yeah.
So let's find out 30 seconds of I Am Names without John Fulton.
Angel up and honest fraud, apricots assassin, astrophysics, baddie and balls on your face. Bang this basketball, Bishop Mega, BK Cell, Black Mesa, Blue Wings, Bostrom, Bottom, Bocce, Brady, Brains, Brashevi, Camo, Canadian, Chuba, Chula, Church, Citizen Boo, Condonable, Cream Puff Lover, Curtis Ag, Dan GCN, Dead Silent, Dick Nam, Drink Moxie, Dying Breed, DZ, Knockout, Ed, Latin Lover, Telemundo. There's so many.
Thank you.
Ryan the Mighty, Nick Jonas, HIV, Mike the Swede, the Samsonator.
All right, here's what we're going to do. We have a very special guest. He is our one and only guest tonight. He hosts a show on Discovery called Science of the Movies. He also has another bunch of online shows. In general, all-around good-time guy. Please welcome Nar Williams, everyone. Nar Williams. Welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me, brother.
Good
to see you.
Good to see you as well.
Yeah.
Look at you. What's the shirt you're wearing here?
Giant robots solve everything, which is one of my belief
This
systems.
is one of your mantras.
Yeah, absolutely. Cool.
By the way, I don't know if you guys in the chat room, Jesse, tell us like how many people out there watch Science of the Movies on Discovery? Because when I first saw it, I was like, finally, a show that is hosted by a guy whose name rhymes with Nar. No, finally, a show that like goes to the places where we all want to go, kind of like the Food Factory shows with Mark Summers.
Yeah, yeah.
And it was like, and that's how they make Cheetos. She's a river.
That's how they wrap up Tootsie Rolls.
Right, which I love those shows, by the way. But
Yeah.
this one was like cool, and then it had the geeky vibe with the whole thing. How did the show come about?
Well, I was just kind of meeting with Discovery Network about just ideas that I had, like pitching them ideas,
Right.
and then like we were kind of just in contact. They knew who I was, and then they just kind of called up my manager and they said, you know, we want Nar to come screen test for this, and so I did, and
what, like a year ago?
Yeah, like and then we shot season 1 around this time last year,
Right.
and so I've actually been wrapped on season 1 for like a few months. So,
Right. So it's kind of like ancient history, but it's still on, right?
Yeah, it's weird.
Right.
But yeah, it's been great, the reaction online, and a lot of like fanboys like us, you know, who are just like, finally, you know, there was a show called Movie Magic on like when we were growing up,
Right.
like in the 90s, and it was a super cool show, and it's about time that they did it in the age of, you know, visual, you know, CGI,
Yeah,
in
all
the
that.
age of Avatar kind of.
So I know it's still on right now. It's on Discovery
Science Channel.
I'm sorry, Science Channel. But
Discovery
it's
Science Channel.
Part of Discovery Science Channel. What night is it on? So people who don't know.
It's on Thursdays at 8.
Right.
And the season is actually wrapping up, but if you missed it, that's okay because it comes out on DVD on April 27th.
There it is. Well done. Well played, sir. Now, you have had like some high notes with doing the show, where you got to like give us like one person you met or one experience that was like, if you died that day, you would have said, "I am happy and fulfilled."
I went to Skywalker Ranch, dude.
Yeah.
I went to Skywalker Ranch.
Can we get him a cigarette? I mean, he is having a moment here.
And that was it.
Yeah.
You know, I have always wanted to go. It's like nerd dream, right? And and I went to Skywalker Sound, and I hung out with these really cool guys who do the sound for the Clone Wars, the animated show, the Star Wars show, Clone Wars. And they showed me how they mix the sound and do voices and everything else. And they let me record a voice for one of the droids on the show.
Really?
Yeah, it never made the show, but at least they let me try.
Right.
So that was a lot of fun. And I was just, you know, I was just walking around Skywalker Ranch, like, wow, you know, I did it. I'm here.
I made it.
I am a Jedi. You know, I'm a Jedi.
Right.
You know?
But anyways, A-Star wants to know, are you Sith or Jedi? Am I saying that right? Sith? Is that a thing?
Yeah, you're saying it right. I'm totally Jedi. In fact, I on my old show that I did on the internet called Nerdvana, I actually got ordained into the Temple of the Jedi Order on air So I am actually, I could bust out my Jedi robes and marry you, or do whatever.
That phrase you just uttered has been known to make labias dry up and run away. I was ordained into the.
Well,
ma'am, can I show you to your?
That, Wally 56 says, I noticed the ring on your left hand. Did you marry your robot girlfriend?
Wait, who knows about my robot girlfriend? By the way, I was at.
Wait a minute.
Hold on,
Did it just get more awkward in here?
This is no. No, I didn't marry a robot girlfriend. Although I was at CES last week and I saw the world's first sex robot.
I did see that on your site, narwilliams.com.
Oh
by
Lord,
the way.
this thing.
Now that's not the first sex robot. People have been trying to, bang inanimate objects since melons fell from trees.
Right,
I mean, really.
Right, and the whole story with this guy is completely bizarre. This guy who made it, he says he built the world's first sex robot in honor of the memory of his friend who died in the World Trade Center attacks on 9/11. And I just went, what do you respond to that?
Well, that guy. There's some genius to that because he can take such umbrage. Because you say the word sex bot and people are like, reach for like a gun to shoot you dead.
Yeah.
And then they're like, whoa. Listen to me on this. I was doing it to honor the Korean War veteran. You're like, what? What? And then it gets you on a technicality. It's like the way that they teach you if you're going to get mugged. Right. The worst thing you can do is fight fire, with fire. You can't show fear. Mm-hmm. The best way when a mugger comes at you, give me your money. You're supposed to be like, no, you're not supposed to go against him. You're supposed to be like, do you have a brother named Dennis? And they're like, what?
Really? This is good stuff to know.
So just like that, you'd be like, I invented a robot that you can bang. And most, what? And you go, whoa. To honor the Trade Center victims.
Yes.
And then you're like, but... sex bot, eh? It gets you to the next level.
And what an honor it is. If you've seen this thing, it looks like it was dragged into the uncanny valley and just beat with an ugly stick.
The worst thing about the sex bot is the inventor, there's just no way for him to so did you test that thing a lot?
Exactly.
Everyone knows, so how'd you, a lot of testing, huh? You can't...
And we never got not that I wanted it.
Right.
But there was no demo. I mean, it just kind of sat there like this.
It
didn't move. It doesn't move.
Right. It looks like a corpse.
All I know is that 3 orify are mechanized, apparently.
Wow.
Yeah.
He just pluralized orify. All right, here we go. Here's what we're going to do with Nar Williams. More questions. Keep them going to Jesse, the stream, DOT TV. But we have a segment right now that I've been excited for. It's called Say What, and we have a little title for Say What. Here we go. All right. This is Reno. All right, here we go. I feel like we just were 92 radio. We're hanging with Reno. Say what? All right. Now, this is actually where I pulled real audio from Science of the Movies.
Oh, yeah, okay.
And I want to see if you know what you said next.
Are you serious?
Yes. So, play the first clip. There's 3 clips here. And go ahead, play the first one. Be sure you pause when you hear silence.
Okay.
All right, here we go.
I'm hanging out with the Kyoto brothers. Steven, Charlie.
And what's the third guy's names? I'm hanging out with the Kyoto brothers.
Yeah.
Steven, Charlie.
I want to say his name was Vincent.
All right, play the clip in full. Just hit pause again.
I'm hanging out with the Kyoto brothers. Steven, Charlie, and Ed.
Whoa, way off.
All right, you're up. You're 0 for 1.
Vincent, Ed.
And Ed.
It was a good guess, though.
It was a good guess.
With Kyoto as the last name?
I'm listening.
Vinny Kyoto.
I'm listening. All right, we have another one. Now, this is 2 words. This is a technical question. Play the second clip for Nar. Say what?
Steven makes a flexible silicone mold of the head, then fills that with...
What does he fill it with? Steven makes a flexible...
Tuna salad.
What does he fill the mold with?
He makes a flexible silicone mold.
Wait, can you play it from the beginning? You have to play the clip from the very beginning.
And then
he fills it with something. This is your voice.
Steven makes a flexible silicone mold of the head, then fills that with...
What does he fill it with?
I think he fills it with clay.
Play the clip.
Yeah.
Play it. Play it in
Steven makes a flexible silicone mold of the head, then fills that with a liquid polyurethane plastic.
Jesus Christ. I told you I shot this a year ago, right?
Ryan the Mighty thought he filled it with virgin tears.
Indeed. And here's the thing. Part of me is like, this is hilarious because we're putting on the... And part of me is like, I have no idea what I just said 2 seconds ago.
Right.
All right, last one.
Right.
You've got to get this one.
Redemption.
This is the South Park episode.
Oh, God.
So you go to South Park Studios.
Yeah.
That's all I can tell you. Last clip for Say What with Nar Williams.
To keep up with the demands of about 15 episodes a year, the creative team had to bag the paper and go with powerful...
Powerful what?
Animation software, I think.
All right, let's hear what he's got.
Yeah.
To keep up with the demands of about 15 episodes a year,
Hold on.
the creative team had to bag the paper and go with powerful computer apps.
I'm gonna meet you halfway. That's a push. That's a push. That's push. Computer apps.
Point for that.
Okay, that's fine.
You get half a point. And that's how we do Say What with Nar Williams.
I think that segment got off to a really good start for the new year.
Indeed.
Yeah.
That was epic. Epically good. All right, we're gonna do another little game. Although if we have a good question, I'll go there because I have a ton of stuff I'm gonna throw at Nar right now.
Oh,
do you have another question you want to pull up real quick?
Yeah, Robert Ducky says, did Nar have a Lorenzo Lamas poster in his room in his Reno years?
How the fuck did he know that? I actually had a Lorenzo Lamas poster.
Oh my God.
Oh, really?
On the front of my dorm room,
Right.
like as an ironic joke.
Okay.
You know, that goes out to the hallway. It wasn't
Sure.
in my fucking bedroom.
Right,
okay?
right.
So, you know, it was like an ironic thing. But yeah, I watched the show Renegade
Right.
With Lorenzo Lamas. And
Wait,
and
Renegade Rock? He was Renegade?
It was inspired.
Inspired. Right.
And so, yeah, who was that? Because that was pretty sharp of them
That was-
to remember that.
Who was that?
Wait, I just clicked off of his thing, but it was Ducky something.
Good job, Ducky.
And
possibly.
And everyone else is freaking out. They're like, "Oh my God, I can't believe that guy really knew that."
The thing is, though, yeah, that is actually kind of scary. Lorenzo Lamas is one of those guys who you want to like ironically.
Rubber Ducky, sorry.
Yeah.
It was Rubber Ducky.
And then-
Do you like him non-ironically?
No,
or?
there's no way to like him non-ironically. Any guy who has a ponytail at 48, like
Yeah.
you gotta, there's nothing,
And the tan.
you can't get behind that.
Mm-hmm.
But then, all I keep thinking about is, as a comic, I'm like, but that guy has like 800 IMDb credits.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And
Yeah,
you're like,
oh, for sure.
You're like, so.
Like every week, if you go to Blockbuster, there's a new DVD on
Right.
the shelf with Lorenzo staring right back at you.
And then he has a house in Malibu, and he's had like 4 Playmate wives.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like,
Yeah, and then they
well,
all had sex with his son.
that is true.
Ew,
All true. All right,
gross.
so another segment for you. This is Hollyweird Science. Eric put together a very in-depth list of things that happen in movies
Yeah.
that may or may not happen in real life.
And
You have to say which movie it was in, and if it's implausible, why it's implausible. We're gonna,
Jesus.
Here we go. Yeah, that's right. That is right. We're throwing it at you. All right. Well, it's so short. I didn't have even time to have a drink. All right, here we go.
Take the enjoy that drench, Stu.
Enjoy
aren't you
that
supposed
drink.
to drink on camera? Because these are
Dude,
sponsors, right?
These are
Yeah.
sponsors.
Okay.
Drench.
Hell
Delightful.
yeah.
Drench, H2O.
Hey,
So refreshing.
Was that from Reno?
Apparently. No, Reno's more like this.
Reno endorses
That's
the
good
Drench
water.
H2O.
Yeah.
All right, so here we go. Hollyweird Science. All right, first of all, call out the movie as soon as you get it.
Okay.
Stranded in the ocean, a man shoots a gun at a cluster of oxygen tanks. The oxygen tanks explode violently, killing some nearby marine life.
That would be Jaws.
That is right. You nailed it.
Wow.
Now,
Roy Scheider.
Why? Well, yes, it is Roy Scheider, but why couldn't that happen? Do you know the science behind why you can't shoot oxygen tanks and have them blow up?
Well, I'm assuming because they were in the water that you might not get that kind of explosion. But if you're talking about shooting a bullet at an oxygen tank and it blowing up, I mean, I'm not so sure that you know, the pressure may, you know, come out the hole, but I don't think you're going to get an ignition from that. There's no you know, you need fuel.
Like combustible.
You need fuel.
Right.
You need combustion. Yeah.
I think we could give him a full point on that one, right, Eric? We'll give him absolutely. You nailed it. Science of the movies.
Okay.
Right here. All right, next one. You call out the movie as soon as you hear it. An assassin opens well-locked doors with pneumatic bolt guns used for euthanizing cattle, and he kills people with it as well.
No Country for Old Men.
Look at you, 2 for 2.
Now, friendo.
Now, why? What's the scientific implausibility of opening deadbolts with
a nail gun?
Yeah, with pneumatic gun.
That you have me stumped on. I don't.
Apparently, not enough pressure to like rock the deadbolt.
A deadbolt through the door.
Right.
Yeah.
That's apparently like the science behind, which is sort of like a MythBusters meets your show.
But he could have modded that mother. You know what I mean?
You're right. You mean juiced it like nitrous oxide. Boom.
Don't you think?
Right. I think so too.
He has that kind of but he has that kind of do-it-yourself kind of personality to him.
So you're saying he could have jammed that full of some like crazy...
I think he could have upped the PSI.
Right.
Don't you?
But if you're bashing cattle brains, which is what that thing is designed for, how is it possible that... I mean, aren't you rupturing skull at that point? Like, how is that not going to bust out a deadbolt?
Well, where are you getting the facts that it wouldn't work on a deadbolt?
Oh,
that's my question.
This is from a true...
A reputable news source.
This is from an internet site. And if that isn't reputable, Nar, I don't know what is.
You got me.
All right.
So I get a point or no?
Yeah, we'll meet you halfway on that.
I just stole a half point on that.
All right, here we go. A fire hose tied around his waist. A man jumps from the roof of an exploding building, saving his life.
Die Hard.
Die Hard. Wow, you know your movies.
Yeah,
very well done.
Die Hard.
Eric loving that
Die
one.
Hard's great.
So why is that not possible?
Oh, I don't know. You might the fucking hose might cut you in half.
I know, right? I know. Like what? I think. Look, when they talk about ice skaters, and they're always like after they do some pirouette or whatever.
Yeah.
When they land, they always point out that you're landing with like 9,000 square pounds of pressure per inch.
Right.
If you are falling from a building with just a rope that has no give, you're pretty much going to sever your body instantaneously.
Yep. Yeah.
So I think it's totally all right. Here we go.
That's a good one.
All right. Main character eats 50 hard-boiled eggs within an hour to win a bet.
Oh God. That's one of the Avatar movies, isn't it? No, it's Animal House.
Cool Hand Luke.
It's Cool Hand. Oh, it's Cool Hand Luke.
Yeah, Paul Newman.
Oh God, I haven't seen that movie
That's
forever.
Right. Apparently,
what we have here is failure to communicate.
That's right. That is right.
Okay.
Apparently, human body cannot produce enough saliva for digestion.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say that's a lot of protein on its way out.
Yeah, and also a lot of cholesterol. If you think about it, like you could have an instant heart attack if you had 50 egg yolks in your body.
Yeah.
Totally undoable.
Okay,
All right, last one.
That was an epic fail.
All right, last one. Last one. Several of the main characters dive in from space on a shuttlecraft and parachute from the craft onto a massive device, drilling a hole into the middle of a planet.
Well, it wasn't an asteroid?
I don't know.
Wait, no. Oh, you're talking about Star Trek?
Yeah, Star Trek.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, that was a planet. That was a planet.
All right, there you go. And what's impossible?
Hold on, let me make sure that wasn't an asteroid. Sorry.
And what's impossible about that?
Well, they parachuted from out of orbit, didn't they?
I believe they did.
That's crazy. You can't do that.
You can't do that,
I have
Schneiderman.
no idea what you guys are talking about.
Now, how are the people on the boards getting this?
Yeah, well, a bunch of them. Game Tavern got Star Trek. Aliens got Star Trek. Bottom said Armageddon. A few people said Armageddon. Pepino Rojo. And then my snooch just said Ben Affleck.
Did anybody get Cool Hand Luke?
Nobody.
Nobody got Cool Hand.
I don't think so.
That was the.
Yeah, the thing is, though, when you think of that movie, you think of failure to communicate, and you think of the egg scene. But if you think of just somebody eating eggs in a movie, I would go with.
Oh, they did. They did get Cool Hand Luke.
Oh, who got Cool Hand Luke?
Well, Diablo says we did. Rafflecopter says yeah. Then Origin says yeah, we did. Then Conjunable said hells yeah, we did. So I don't know. We got Cool Hand Luke. Piston Hammer said a bunch of people did.
They're claiming.
Everybody got that. My snooch said. A whole ton of us said that. Diablo said. A whole ton of us.
A whole ton of us. All right, here's the thing.
What's up, balls on your face?
Let's do a few plugs for you because I do actually have 2 more things to do before we wrap up the show here with Nar Williams.
Okay.
Nar Williams, by the way, I'll give you a plug for narwilliams.com.
Yeah.
You see your picture there. You're hosting your Crave online series.
Yeah.
And you've even got your 419 on the clock.
Really? Did you see that?
Yeah. Oh, I spotted it.
You picked up on that one.
I picked up on that.
Our set designer's doing a little bit of the wacky tobacco back there.
Right. She's doing she or he doing a little. Here's a little funny thing.
Yeah.
Tell us about about your new web series that you're doing.
Okay, so Heads Up is something that I do for Crave Online that's sponsored by AT&T, and the next episode, the last episode of Heads Up, goes live tomorrow.
Really?
Yeah.
So when do you tape those?
We record them, like we did this one at CES. It was a show at CES, so we did it like a week or so ago, and then we edited it. So that goes up tomorrow at craveonline.com.
Nice.
It's called Heads Up with Nar Williams, and then starting next month, my collaborator on Heads Up, Jonathan London, who I think you guys are having on the show.
Yeah, he's on in like a couple weeks.
Yeah, we write and produce the show together. We're gonna have another a web series going up in February.
Which is called?
It's called Fanboy Funhouse, and I want it to be the weirdest geek news show ever seen by man. So that's kind of our goal, and we've been in heavy pre-production on that.
Wow, it sounds like you guys have a lot planned.
It should be really crazy.
And where's Fanboy Funhouse going to be on?
Again, it will be on craveonline.com.
Oh, so Crave is like.
Yeah.
You guys are with Crave.
They're bringing it. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
All right, we have a lot to get to. I have another quick game. Then we got to run you through the 59-second gauntlet. Then we got to ask another question before we get out of here. This one is even more random. I'm twisting my brain around it. All right, it doesn't have titles or anything official. It's called Monsters from the Future, or maybe the Past.
That sounds great.
All right, so you have 4 choices. This thing that I'm going to tell you is either a monster from D&D.
No, wow.
It's either a monster from a movie, a Scandinavian death metal band,
yes,
or a bacterial illness. So, let's review.
This could be hard.
There's 4 choices. D&D monster, regular monster, Scandinavian death metal band, or bacterial illness.
Regular monster.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, you ready?
Okay.
Anguillian.
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 That sounds like kind of a regular kind of sea monster type thing. Anguillian, doesn't it? Like amphibian.
I'm asking you.
I don't know.
What are you going? Regular?
My guess is a regular real-world monster.
That's actually in D&D. It's a humanoid eel with rows of razor-sharp teeth.
I got the aquatic part right.
You did, indeed. Very well done.
Very
well done. Moon rats. Moon rats.
So what are the categories again? Movie monster?
Okay, you have D&D monster, regular monster, Scandinavian death metal band, or bacterial illness.
Oh, that's got to be a metal band.
Moon rats is actually D&D again.
No, it's not.
You're a fan.
Stop it.
You are a fan of D&D.
No, you know what he is? He's a failure.
There's no moon
rat. You will not besmirch my guest's good name, but she's right.
Yeah.
No, moon rats, D&D, rats that gain full intelligence when the moon is full. Eric, is this accurate? Thumbs up.
Game Tavern says it's D&D, and I trust Game Tavern.
He brought all of this.
I trust Game Tavern.
Yeah, so you're 0 for 2, and you say you're a D&D fan.
Well, I am.
Do you realize how many nerds are crying into their laptops right now?
Well, here's the thing. This is a great time to address this. Here's the thing about being a geek, and about being a geek about so many things. I'm a geek about movies, and I'm a geek about comic books and video games and D&D. There's not enough room in the brain, at least my brain, for all of the trivia. So when people stump me, it's like, okay, great.
You will not take umbrage with this. We will chastise you.
You're trying. You're trying to get it out.
I will get you.
Yeah,
all right, here we go.
Okay.
All right, you can hide behind whatever veil you want.
I can justify it however I want.
All right, here we go. I don't need your glad talkery, young man.
Okay.
Sepsis. Sepsis.
That sounds like a disease to me.
That is bacterial illness.
Okay.
Better known as blood poisoning.
Okay, good.
Well done.
Okay, good.
See, you're feeling better now, right? All right, good.
Here.
Okay, Dracolic. D-R-A-C-O-L-I-C-H. Dracolic. Oh,
that's great. Dracolic. That could go either way, but I'm gonna guess I hope it's a metal band. I really hope that's a metal band.
It would be nice. It's actually an undead dragon in D&D.
Well, I mean, like I said, it could go either way.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Look, and if there is a death metal band, Dracolic would be a nice way to go. Undead dragon.
A lot of people in the chat room thought it was a band.
I think I might start a band called Dracolic now.
If I can be on drums, I'm in.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Do you play drums?
I do.
Okay.
15 years.
All right, great.
Went nowhere. Abruptum. Abruptum.
Abruptum.
Yes, abruptum.
That sounds like rectum.
Abruptum nearly killed him.
Yeah.
Right?
You abrupt them. You brought them. No. Let's see.
You're very earnest with this.
Well, now like you really raised the stakes on me.
I did.
It's
Look,
like,
I wanted
how
to call
dare
you.
you
I
come
did.
on my show and say I'm D&D Dad.
I would. You claimed it from. Look, you fed me the lines, Williams. You said I am hardcore.
Well, that all I did is say I took my name as an umbrage.
Honestly,
people want to know your real name. Can
if
you
I
spell
took
that?
my name as Pussy Galore and didn't know Bond
Didn't know
trivia
your
up the
Bond
end,
shit?
you would chastise me.
Okay.
All right. Abruptum.
Abruptum, I am going to go out on a limb.
Yes.
And I'm going to say that Abruptum is a real type of monster.
Scandinavian death metal.
God damn it!
I told you I would win this round. See, you're regretting at the moment you laid eyes on me.
You're the one with the computer. This is my defense.
I know none of this stuff.
You have a computer in front of you.
Look,
That's not a computer.
That is not. It's a porn searcher.
It's a porn searcher.
All right. Okay, hold on. Hold on, my
Please
precious
tell me
little
we're at the last
G4.
one.
Okay, please. He's tapping out.
Where's
I
Leno?
thought you wanted to be
Leno?
on
Get
the
Leno
show.
in here.
I thought you.
No,
by the
no,
way, we are being replaced by Leno. Leno's coming to do a show on the stream.tv
I wouldn't
at
be
8
surprised.
o'clock.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, fine. Look, you wanted this.
No.
You got it.
I
have 3 more for you. Don't you tap out on me.
Jesus. Okay, I'm not tapping out.
I want to be on the show. I
not
can't wait. Now you're like, I want to be off this show.
No, I'm loving every minute of this humiliation.
Avalakia. Avalakia. Is this? What is Avalakia?
Avalakia's got to be a disease.
It is.
Yeah.
He's looking at me like I know.
He hates life right now.
I'm looking for clues from Jesse.
Is from D&D again.
Oh, shit.
Yes, I am not. It is a D&D large shape-changing beast with the disturbing ability to swarm together.
So at this point,
You have
pretty
lost
much
all
lost
credibility.
all of your credibility.
I'm just saying we're gonna cut this together and put it on every D&D forum.
go for it.
You know what? I will.
Do it. But at this point, I think the safe money is me just betting everything that comes out of your mouth is a D&D monster.
See, but that's what I'd like you to believe.
Yeah. Well,
all right,
I
two
believe
more.
it. Okay.
We'll run the gauntlet. Here we go. Twonky. What's Twonky?
It has to be a D&D
What's
monster.
Twonky?
It's a fucking D&D monster.
It's a monster from a movie.
I know. I've taken on plenty of Twonkies in my life.
I love
He's taken
the
down a lot of
indignance.
Twonkies in
The
his life.
indignance is just. All right, finally.
trying to hold
Why
to-
don't you redeem it?
Yeah.
Here's what you
There's
have to.
no redeeming.
There's only
no turning
Yes,
back.
there's one. There's 2 words you can say at the end of this whole show, and you can redeem yourself, and it's these 2 words. And scene.
Okay.
That's all you have to do.
We planned this whole bit.
Here we go. And finally, Vaporigu. Vaporigu.
Vaporigu. That could be either a D&D monster or a death metal band. I'm going with the death metal.
Do you want to poll the audience?
That's a good one.
Yes, why don't we poll the audience? No, he doesn't even care.
I'm in this alone. I'm right here. I know what I'm signed up for. There's no shame in my game.
I have rarely seen such blatant malevolence coming from the guy.
Are you serious?
There's just, I mean, the thinly veiled rage coming from Nar Williams. The eyes, they're burning into me right now, even as I speak to you, loyal viewers. And thank you for making us best live show.
What is a
Vaporigu. It's D&D.
You're a fucking asshole.
It is a slimy, bloated, vaguely man-like creatures who slime their opponents
Which
and
monster? I want Eric on here. Which monster manual did you pull this from?
All right.
I
Look.
want to know. Which monster manual 3 from like 1.5?
Gentlemen, we can settle this hash after the show.
This is got-
also, by the
these
way,
are 4.0
the host
monsters.
of look, we've had like drug addicts and porn stars on the show. Nobody has been as foul-mouthed as Nar Williams, beloved host of Science of the Movies.
Oh shit! I'm sorry.
He was like, oh my god.
Clearly
Really?
disregarding everything.
I wasn't
And
told.
you'll notice that I'm
wasn't
keeping it
told that
clean
was-
tonight.
it was a
I know.
clean show.
I've been keeping it
I
pretty
know.
clean
No, don't
over
worry.
here.
Don't worry. If you want to just put down a puppy pad and just turd on this show right now.
Okay.
If you, all right. Nar Williams,
No, is
you
that-
got every single one wrong.
No, that's not true. That's not true. I scored one of those.
Which one did you score?
Yeah, he got sepsis. He got sepsis.
Okay. Oh, sepsis. Okay. All right,
Yes, Stuart!
Yeah. All right, 1 for 8's not bad. It is not bad.
I am convinced these are 4.0 monsters, and I only play 3.5.
No, what? I don't even know what that means.
Yeah, no, I don't know what that means.
Literally.
He's got you there. He really did defend himself correctly there. So +2 to ingenuity for this segment.
Thank you, Brian.
I mean, it's not nerd convention right now. Comic-Con is over.
All
right, fair enough.
Well, Bottom says that they should have a National Geographic. Whoa.
How you doing? She slept over.
I'm like, hey, you guys. He said they should have a National Geographic show about all the D&D monsters, and I think that's a great idea.
And Stuart has completely ruined my chances of hosting that show.
This will never see the light of day, Nar.
Thank
If you can make the last episode of Science of the Movies an episode on Live from the Future. That's all we ask.
We're blackmailing.
Clicker.com award-winning.
Yes.
Live from the future.
Clicker.com. If they said it, it's real. That's where we got all these facts.
Yeah.
All right. Let's give your plugs because we got to run you out with the 59-second gauntlet. Which
you're running me out on that note.
Oh, no. We're not going to leave you to dry. We're going to give you a 59-second quiz. Where do you want people to go to watch all your stuff?
Well, if you go to narwilliams.com, you'll get a link to all my projects. I do a podcast called Goober and the Viking at gooberandtheviking.com. It's like a comedy podcast. And then I do the Heads Up on craveonline.com, and then there's the Science of the Movies at sciencechannel.com.
You're like a new media guru, man.
That's why I'm here, man. Look at this place. Yeah. I mean, this place is like my dream house. But go to narwilliams.com or follow me on Twitter. It's /Nar Williams.
There it is.
Yeah.
Look at you redeeming himself.
Woo!
All right, here's what we're gonna do. Big
and
thanks.
I'm gonna study the Monster Manual right now. Now, here's what's gonna happen right now.
Right now.
You're gonna pledge to me.
Yeah.
That I'm gonna come back on this show for round 2.
I like this.
Okay.
And I'm gonna go home and study my Monster Manual, Eric.
Okay.
Every night, and I'm going 4.0 on these bitches.
Okay.
No, but
I'm going 4.0 on these bitches. Can you please make a podcast called "I'm going 4.0 on these bitches"? That would be a D&D podcast that even I would listen to.
But I do want to take. How many people? We have a lot of people on. We have a lot of people on the thing.
There's like 1,500 people watching right now.
As soon as we were almost into a fight, yes, we do.
Okay, good.
And by the way, I would like to add Nar Williams at Nar Williams and add us at Live from Future.
Yeah.
Live from Future. We don't put a "the" in there because it just wouldn't work.
Live from Future.
Really? This is what we're getting?
And you can follow me.
Yes, and you should follow
I'm
at Schneider Pants and
SCHNEIDER Pants.
All right, we have to get out of here, so we got to run him
go.
through the gauntlet. By the way, next week we're gonna have the Basutti sisters. Not 1, not 2, but 3. We have Danielle Basutti and her sister, and then their other sister who just won Victoria's Secret Newest Angel. So if anything in your mind says Victoria's Secret and good, you should probably be here next week. And Johnny Fulton will be back, not as a Final Cut failure. All right, here's what we're gonna do. Nar Williams, you have been a wonderful guest.
Thank you.
The best guest of 2010, I would say. And don't you besmirch me.
Okay.
All right, we got to run the 59-second gauntlet. And tech people, Chloe, Brian, is this going to work to run the song?
59 seconds to tell your life.
Yay, done!
Finally
It's
made
up
it.
to you.
Finally, you made
59
it.
seconds to tell your
made
life to stew.
There it is. Johnny Fulton played it. God, he sounded great in that. All right, here we go. LV, producer LV's got the timer ready. You have 59 seconds. Now, by the way,
Okay, what are we doing?
here's what you're going to do. This is our final closing bit. You have 59 seconds to answer all these questions right to your camera.
Okay.
Don't think, just do.
Okay. This is like
Second of all,
this is like a
only 30% of our guests actually get through this. Most people go and
So
Also,
no ums and ahs.
I would just throw it out
First thing
there.
that comes to my head.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, here we go. 59-second gauntlet. LV,
How
count
many
me in.
questions are there?
There's a lot.
Oh, Jesus.
What is
Yeah,
your
Lauren.
porn star name?
Gypsy Burnham.
Most embarrassing moment in your life?
Peeing my pants in kindergarten.
In high school, I was.
Theater dork.
Biggest star you've ever met?
Keanu Reeves.
Biggest jerk in grade school?
Fucking Greg.
Song playing while you lost your virginity?
Oh, I don't think there was a song.
One thing on your iPod?
Neil Young.
Would you rather date Audrey Hepburn or Marilyn Monroe?
Marilyn.
Be Elvis or Sinatra?
Elvis.
Gift a flight or be a billionaire?
A flight.
Title of your memoirs?
I am Viking warlord.
Place you go to think?
My special place.
Worst guy's name?
Worst guy's name? Chad.
High school sneakers. Oh, he almost got through it. He almost got through it. Nar Williams. Nar Williams, everybody. How about a big hand for our guest, Nar Williams? Nar Williams.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Nar. That's all the time we have. You should watch Nar on Science of the Movies. It really is a great show.
Thank you.
You were a great guest. Nar Williams, check out his website, narwilliams.com. We'll be back next week at Schneiderpants at thestream.tv. Thank you, Clicker.com, for making us best live show. We have a lot more coming up, and that's our show. Now get the hell out of here.